Hello everyone, welcome to episode 0 of Pokemon Scarlet's Eeveelution playthrough. So the reason why this is episode 0 is because this is all the information that I'm going to give you. There's links in the description of all of these videos. We'll have links to things that I use and I'll go over them. But also I want to give a brief synopsis of what this video series is going to be about. We're, of course, playing Pokemon Scarlet. I've already finished Pokemon Violet and did the whole Paldea Pokedex in there. It was really fun. If you wish, I have a playlist. You can go and watch it if you wish to. The thing is we're going to be using Eevee and its evolutions only as soon as we possibly can. I'm going to have to use my starter pick from here until I catch an evolution, which should be not long into the video, maybe an hour. It depends on how long it takes me to go through the school area to get to it and then to go where Eevee has a possibility of spawning and capturing one. We may have to, I'm not sure, we may have to do a gym first. It depends on what level we can capture the Eevee at. If it's above level 20, we're not going to be able to capture it because the way the levels work with the open world of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is that you have to have a certain number of badges to catch a certain level of Pokemon, just like in Sword and Shield and things like that. Now, the one thing that is different than Sword and Shield, though, is that if you capture a Pokemon at a low enough level that you can capture it, but it eventually goes above the level that you can capture a Pokemon, it doesn't matter. It will still obey you because it goes from the level that you captured it at, not the level that it is. As long as you've captured that Pokemon at that level, lower than your badge number is, then it's fine. So I'm not sure. But I think Eevee's like level 12, so we should be fine. I haven't looked into it really yet. Okay, so we're going to be doing evolutions, and like I said, all these things we got to find all the stones to be able to turn them into their evolutions. Probably the main team is going to at least consist of 3 different Pokemon, maybe 4. It just depends. We're probably going to be keeping Umbreon, Espeon, and Sylveon in our main party and switching all the other slots out as needed for various things. Like Flareon for grass gyms and stuff like that. So that's going to be it. Now, I was thinking about doing a shiny. I just got the foreign Ditto. If you've not watched that video, go watch it. It's a really nice one. We was able to do it a lot quicker than I thought we were. But I did get a foreign Ditto. So with that, I can do what is known as the Masuda method, which allows you to get a greater chance of shiny breeding and making shiny eggs to get shiny Pokemon. The problem is I want the Pokemon to have me as the original trainer, the Eevee that I will eventually make. I want it to be me personally on that account as the original trader for that one. So I'm going to be doing that instead later on that account. I'll be transferring once I think around when I get to 50,000 Poké Dollars, I'll probably transfer over the Ditto, the Eevee that I'm going to breed off. I'm not sure yet. It's probably going to be Sunday before this happens, but I'm not sure yet. I might try for a 6 IV evolution. I don't know yet. That's going to be a lot of work and a lot of money. I don't know if I would have the Poké Dollars in game to be able to afford to do that, because I have to keep on buying. I have to spend at least 2,800 Poké Dollars to buy the meal that I need to increase the chance of eggs spawning, So that's going to be a whole thing. So if I'm gonna do that, I'm going to want to get a nice little bankroll up, because even at the highest level, if I was doing this on my shiny, on my violet character with the shiny charm, it would still be 1 in 512. With it's not going to have the shiny charm, it's going to be 1 in 683, I think, or something like that. And that's still a lot. That's still really, really low chances to get it. We might not ever get it before we end the playthrough, but we will. What I'm thinking about doing is, once I get to 50,000 Poke Dollars, I'll spend all that money if I have to buy the egg power meals to get eggs quicker. And then if no shiny happens in those batches of eggs for that egg power, for that amount of money, I will then again save up 50,000 Poke Dollars and try again. So it's going to be a while. If we would have to be extremely, extremely lucky to get a full team of shiny Eevees and get all the evolution of shinies. There, I don't think there's any chance we could do that. We might get one if we're lucky. There's no way. I do not think it's possible. I'll keep trying probably, but I do not think it's possible for us to get a full team of shiny evolutions. I don't think it's possible with the rate that we'll have to do that. So I'm just giving y'all that now. It will be, it depends on how fast we get the money. I'm thinking sometime Sunday morning, maybe evening, not certain, maybe sometime Sunday, we'll start doing the shiny deal. Then I'm not certain, but there you go. Now let me go over all the links in the description of this video if you wish to know them. So this one is the Poke type calculator that I use. What this allows me to do, if I can't remember for any reason off the top of my head what this type does, and I need to say steel, I usually forget steel, and I usually forget something like poison. I mostly forget bug, because I usually don't face bugs. But if I just forget, this will help me do that. Later on, when I'm facing the higher level gym people, I usually, if I have a link later, will give me a link to the gym and its Pokemon and all the moves they know. If I wish to, I can like put in what all the moves that the Pokemon has. That way I know what it will deal double damage to, so I know what to avoid if at all possible, so I don't get, you know, I don't get knocked out really easily. So that's what I use this for. It also has a Pokedex if you wish, and you can do searching by name, number, types, stuff like that on it. The next one is actually the Pokedex I'm going to be using. It's a Pokedex on PokemonDB.net for Scarlet and Violet. There's also up here a link to the Kitakami Pokedex and the Blueberry Pokedex. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing DLC or not. I'm mainly going to be sticking to the main story and doing all of that. But this right here has all the Pokemon that is available in Scarlet and Violet here. This is the Pokemon location guide. This will allow me to go into something, say, I know we need to go to South Providence, Area 2, I think it is, to get our Eevee. We need to go to near town, and there's Eevee right there. It will spawn between level 11 and 30. So if it's any level below 20, we should be able to catch it. If it's above 20 and we haven't had a gym badge yet, we can't catch it. It goes 20, then 25, then 30, then 35, and stuff like that. So until we get to 8 badges, then we can catch any Pokemon whatsoever, no matter the level. Yeah, we kind of don't want to Kind of don't want to get too high of a level, but that's what this is for, is to, if I want to find a specific Pokemon or something like that to catch it, there it is right there. We shouldn't really need this with concentrating on evolutions only, but I may only catch a few of the Eevees in that area I just showed, and then there is other areas later that has more Eevees that are at a higher level. We could also just catch Eeveelutions themselves. Like there's a Vaporeon out there, there's a Flareon out there that we could catch if we wanted to, and stuff like that spawn. This is not really needed anymore in these newer games, but this will let me know if I need to, what a nature of a Pokemon does. Nowadays they show you what the nature is in the Pokemon stat screen. It'll have a red up arrow or a down blue arrow next to it in Scarlet and Violet to indicate it. So I don't really need it, but it is here if you wish to look at it. This is what I kind of use to build my team when I want to, but it's not going to be useful that much in this one because we're sticking with Eevee and Eeveelutions only. But we can, you can build, this is what I use to build my teams. It gives me team defense, so I know what I'm weak against. It gives me team type coverage, which knows I'm super effective against, and things like that. It'll give you a number that you are against. If it's a minus number, like in the team defense, like if electric was -1, that means one of my Pokemon is super damaged by electric moves, and I need to be aware of it. This right here is the thing I use to look at the gyms and it's and the Pokemon they have and the moves they have. So I can do that. It also will tell me if they have a hold item, what the Terra type is, since it's Pokemon Scarlet with the terrestrialization mechanic and things like that. So I know what it is. Also, it does also give you the abilities, like in Iono's, Miss Magus has the levitate ability, which means it's immune to ground moves unless you use a move like Smackdown on it, which knocks it to the ground, and you can use a ground move on it then for a couple of turns. I use this one just to give me the Pokedex number of a Pokemon, so I know what number to enter into my little team viewer thing. And then this is the map I use. Let me hide all. This is the map I use if I need to find something like a certain item, like I'm going to need to get a evolution stones. So if I type in stones and click search, there's things it'll show me to do. Oh, probably need to type in just stone, and that will work better. So yeah, there's like, this is an X defense. It's not perfect. There's a moonstone right here. There's a firestone here. There's an oval stone, a thunderstone. So I can see where all the stones are for when we need to go and get them for evolutions and things like that. This is just a thing I was looking up for Pokemon breeding. I don't need that anymore. And this is a link to the gifts I have of the Gen 9 Pokemons. Anything before Gen 9 Pokemons, I got it from the Pokemon Team Viewer website. It's a link in the description. If you go to that, it's a GitHub, and in the GitHub is a place to go and get the Pokemon gifts for anything before Gen 9. And then I use this person's Adam SB303 of animated shiny and regular sprites, and you can see right here where it says feel free to use them however you like, which is what I did. I'm using them for my deal. So that is everything there. So yes, that is all the links in the description, and things like that. So if you need to, just go down to the description if you want to see any of the sites yourselves. and I'll see y'all during episode 1. So I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a nice time, whatever time it is in y'all's part of the world. Bye.